Hi. Hi, everyone. I've been given the topic of how to go Royal Diamond. Is anybody interested? Well, I've already changed it. I was given the topic at lunch, and I've already changed it to why I went Royal Diamond. Because if I talk about how I went Royal Diamond, that's not going to help you because you're not going to do it the way I did it. None of us did it the same way. So I'm really going to spend my time today talking about why you would want to build a Royal Diamond distributorship. What are the benefits? What's in it for you? Okay? And to really exemplify that, let me go back to my childhood. I think my why really started when I was a young girl and I was raised in a single-parent home. I know a lot of you were raised in single-parent homes, and there was never any extra. But I had a gift that I had two friends that I went to school with. Both of their dads were doctors. So I got to see the other side of having a fuller life. And I swam in their swimming pools, and I went on their boats, and I rode in their cars, and I saw their lifestyle, and I said to myself, this is a lifestyle that I want. This is a lifestyle that I want to create. And it was wonderful because both of those doctors had very, very humble beginnings themselves. And they had changed it. They had written a whole different chapter from the family they were born into to the family that they've created and then the next generation. And so as a child hanging around these people, I always felt good when I was there, and I noticed they had a lot of fullness in the 5 pillars. They had fullness in the mind and body and family and society and finances. But the longer I hung around them, there was always one pillar that was weak, and that was the family pillar. Because both of those doctors spent a lot of time outside the home, and that was the price that they paid to create that full lifestyle. So that was really a very big help to me, and it started to develop a will. And the longer I grew up with those kids, well, we went all the way to high school together, and I remember saying, you know what? I started to develop a will for that type of lifestyle. I didn't know how it was going to happen, but I knew that that's the way I wanted to live my life. And so there was a song, my mother introduced me to The Sound of Music. And there was a song on there called Climb Every Mountain. Some of you guys have heard it, yeah? Wonderful song. And that Climb Every Mountain song was climb every mountain, ford every stream, follow every rainbow until you find your dream. It's not the mountains that you have a ski lift ticket to. It's not the mountains that are close to your house. It is climb every mountain, ford every stream, and follow every rainbow. And so when the Nikken opportunity came into my life, I had $4,100 in the bank, and I was living in a rented room. And in front of me came this wonderful opportunity, but I got to see how diamonds and Royal Diamonds live. And I said, that's the lifestyle. But it has that last one where you don't have to sacrifice it. The mind, the body, the family, the society, and finances. These diamonds and Royal Diamonds have a full life, and those pillars are full and they're rich. And there's nothing those people have that I can't create. Because the longer you hang around diamonds and Royal Diamonds, you realize that diamonds and Royal Diamonds start out as what? Coal. But why are they a diamond and a Royal Diamond? Because under a lot of pressure, they never quit. And it formed. And so when I saw these lifestyles and these houses and the way these people have time with their family and they take their entire families to Hawaii, I said, you know what? That gave me the confident expectancy that this is what I can create inside of this business. And I have to put together the team. That's all these people did. And you realize that the members of this Millionaires Club and this company have made millions and millions of dollars, and it all comes from less than a few people on one hand. And that's why I knew I had a chance. I had a confident expectancy that this was going to happen to me if I didn't quit and I didn't stop. And so the third thing that happened, so first was the will. It was the relentless pursuit of something that you desire. And that's the attitude that I came to this business from day one. I will succeed in this. There will not be anything that pulls me off of it, and I will get into my life the things that this company has to offer. And I had the confident expectancy it's going to come. And there's very, very many people in this audience today that got off, that we all started the same time, and they took flight before me. But it didn't matter, because as they were talking about earlier, the competition is with who? Is with you. And so I kept making those step progress and making that and making that. And little by little by little, I started doing the work. And I started doing more of it. And I left my job and I started building more and more of my dream of my company and the lifestyle that I wanted to create for myself. And as I did that work, I met some amazing, amazing people. And one of them came into my business very early on was Dr. Brad and Paula Arns. And I met them at a volleyball, yeah, please. And I met them at a volleyball game, and he was limping around like he was 90 years old, and I was like, wow, there's an opportunity. And I said something to him. And that couple went Royal Diamond before me. That couple's in the Millionaires Club, and I am so proud to be the mother of a 60-something-year-old couple, I just can't tell you. They had the will. They had the confident expectancy. I can live like these other people are living. And I gotta go do the work. And you know what, guys? Do you know what most of the work is? It's between this year and it's between this year. The people are not the issue out there. It's the work you have to do between this year and that year. And that's the issue that you will come upon. Then I went down to Panama, started working down in Panama, and I found a lady who came up to me after the meeting and says, I want to be on your team. Now, why do you think she did that? Because she could feel my will to do something that I built in Panama, and she also knew I had the confident expectancy that big things were going to happen, and she wanted to follow. Do you have that? Do you have confident expectancy? Or are you just hoping or wishing that something good here happens or someone else becomes a leader underneath you? That's why she followed me. That woman, she called me up before I came to the conference. She did $1.3 million in the country of Panama from her home. And from that leg came the second diamond, which is Sylvia in Colombia, which was part of the Royal Diamond Plan. Yeah? The last leg struggled, and I know some of you have done this. I had a gold distributor that sat there for year after year after year, and I kept thinking, I had confident expectancy. I had it for her, but she didn't have it for herself. And it cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars in Royal Diamond pay to wait on this particular person to go do the work. And that's the error that I made. So I did the work. The last leg came, which was Irene Willett. And thank you. And she said, I want to do this with you. And we wanted to do it. She had the will, she had the confident expectancy, and we went and did the work. And when you do the work, you work with an amazing team. Your upline, Dave Johnson, Reed Nelson, William Todd, Herb Rapp, Clyde and Sandy Pack, all these people were part of supporting my work. But they didn't have to support my will. And they didn't have to pep me up on my confident expectancy. But they supported my work, and I'm so grateful to all the cross line. And I'd like to leave you with this one thought, okay? How many of us have eaten apples, right? Okay. In this apple, I was in Atlanta, and I was speaking with a pastor, and he gave me the great idea that I'm going to share with you, and I hope you pass this on, because this was a whoa moment for me. And I've been around a long time, and I don't get a lot of whoa moments anymore, and this was a big one. He asked me, he says, Susan, this is something I think you can give in your talks. Explain to people what you do. And I said, what is it? He says, ask people how many seeds are in an apple. There's what, 4? Ready, Reed? Baseball? Okay. there's 4 or 6 seeds in an apple, right? And he says, well, then ask him this question. How many apples are in a seed? I have 3 seeds that have earned me $2 million. 3. And each of those seeds reproduced more apples. And it's 10,000 distributors, 1,000 silvers and above have come from 3 seeds. That's what this business is. Check your will. How bad do you want the lifestyle? Do you confidently expect something good to happen to you? And don't be afraid to go do the work, because the work is what makes you special, what makes you strong. And the joy this business has given me over the last few years, I can't even put into words. It is such a gift and such a privilege to have discovered this. So I pray that all of you will check in with your will, your confident expectancy, and that you will find the seeds that will completely transform the 5 pillars of your life. Thank you so much.